Hey, what's going on, guys? This is the SS Ultimate Goku back in another video, and today I'm going to be doing my Yu-Gi-Oh! Episode 115, or Season 3 review. Finally, we got a new episode. I'm very excited about this episode. I like this episode. Well, for a certain character that comes back finally. Okay, so anyways, episode starts off where it left off, and that's Celina has returned, and she's kind of assisting the gang here, Yuya, Zuzu, and everyone there, Gong, on this pirate boat. Captain Cutter, I believe he was called. He was like, "Arr," like a stereotype, pirate, basically. Whatever, a little weird there. I'm sure people that seen this episode had a One Piece flashback with the pirate puns, the stereotype pirate puns, but I guess I think people should be okay with this because, the dude literally looks like a stereotype pirate, so I don't think people will complain about this, but I felt like the need to bring it up. So you're on, first, before Captain Cutter introduces himself to everyone, you got Silvio taking a knock at the ship or whatever, and that's where Lee's like, "Arr! Hey, this pirate ship is top of the line." He's like, and, Celina, she's talking to them, how she escaped and whatnot, which I felt it was believable for her to escape because, she has escaped before. Places before, so it wasn't not believable there for her to escape. So they're on the ship talking for a while there, and then you got the helicopter, and you got some of the fusion dimension people coming on there from Duel Academy. They're ready to take him down. And Yuya, they're all ready to go, they're ready to duel, and Zuzu and Celina, they go back, and because of this, she gets Zuzu behind her or whatever, gets her into a trap. So apparently, Celina has second thought. She takes them with the helicopter, and they go away because the freaking the pirate people are in on it too, and so they Yuya has to verse him in a duel there, the pirate in a duel. Captain I was gonna say Chaser, but I meant Captain Cutter. I was about to say that too, Captain. I got my Luffy One Piece vibes right now because I've been watching One Piece on the Funimation now. So this episode's like, kind of getting me memorized from the 4Kids version. Arr. Arr. Arr, mateys. Anyways, so Captain, Cutter, almost did it again. Captain Cutter is dueling Yuya, and so they're dueling, and there's a part in the duel he was he had this special ability where he couldn't summon anything while you couldn't summon anything from your hand or whatever, so that was throwing Yuya off his game or whatever there, but eventually what happens is he it gets an action card, right? And it's a shitty action card because it forces Yuya to lose 600 life points, but he has to use it because if he doesn't, then, well, he can't have any other action cards. So he has to use it. My question is why is there an action card where you lose 600 life points with no reason for your opponent to lose anything in exchange? Like what card is created like this? You know what I mean? Pegasus, you have some explaining to do. Well, I guess technically Pegasus doesn't exist in this dimension, or this universe, I should say. Or if what they say about this universe is that this is completely different from all the Yu-Gi-Oh series altogether, because all the other Yu-Gi-Oh series are supposed to connect to each other, and from the future and the past and stuff like that. This one supposedly doesn't connect at all into that, which it would explain why there are GX characters and other characters from past Yu-Gi-Oh series that are obviously alternate versions of that set character, like Alexis Rose and stuff like that. But if we go by that whole thing, damn, these cards, man, I'm telling you, like, whoever created those cards, man, I'm telling you, that's just, God, I don't know. Anyways, so he loses 600 life points, and so Yuya's like at a loss at this point. Like, he is struggling, right? And so, he's eventually gets hit, and he's starting to fall down into the water or whatever. He makes him, well, not really walk the plank. He kind of fell out himself. Almost. So before this happens, too, by the way, I do have to say they do show a cameo of Zuzu in the helicopter, with Celina. And Celina, kind of just drops it off while Zuzu's crying and stuff like that. How could you, betray your friends like this? I wouldn't do this to you and stuff like that. And she just kind of looks at her and just chalks it off like it was nothing. She also, calls in and says mission accomplished and whatnot. So, yeah, there was something interesting about this development. And that's the last they show of that, by the way. And as Yuya is about to fall into the water, lo and behold, Declan finally makes an appearance in another boat, and Ziggs summons a monster to save him, and everyone's there. Some people from the Synchro Dimension is there. I forget what the guy's name is from the Synchro Dimension. But he's there. Declan's there. And most importantly, my boy SORA is back. Yes, finally. SORA is back, ladies and gentlemen. Also, the ninja guy's there too, but I mean, who cares about the ninja? The ninja guy. The ninja guy that no one knows who the hell he is. Well, him and his twin, because they're just like weird. They're just like stiff, and they just like come out of nowhere and just like yeah, whatever. Yeah, those guys, those ninjas, the ninjas. Anyways, so SORA is back, and he actually helps everyone out. The ninja dude gets, Gong and Sylvia, because they were tied up by the pirates earlier. So, gets them out. They get everyone out into the ship, and they're about to leave, but Captain Cutter is like, you can't leave. We have to finish the duel. So, Yuya's like, still knocked out at this point. So Sora steps in and you get a 2,000, 20,000 is the actual number. I just called 20. You get a 20 life point penalty. So now he's down to 20,000. You know what I'm saying? Because you get a penalty for dual intrusion, as it's called. Yeah. They should go to 8,000 if they're going to keep doing this, by the way. 80,000, technically, but you know what I mean. But that's how much the actual game is, but it just seems like a cop-out to invade a duel, and you're going to lose half your life, because you're already at 40,000 life points. And if you interfere in a duel, you get a 20,000 life point penalty to intrude in the duel. Like, how is this a good thing? You're already cancering yourself at this point. But anyways, so Sora, he looks all cool, man. He's all back in. And, Silvio, okay, he's just actually, he acts like an idiot again. And, he's like, hey, why would you, do this if you knew about, his abilities? Because, he knows Captain Cutter, and Cutter's telling him, oh, you're a traitor and stuff like this. I'll let them know about your treachery or whatever. And he explains to Sylvia, I already know that, and he says it so intelligently, and Sylvia's just like, well, if you knew that, then why would you enter in it? And is like, I can fusion summon monsters through my hand, from my extra deck, So, that kind of counters that. So he does that. He summons his fusion monster. He does his little fusion summon thing, and then Yuya eventually gets up and assists him with I believe it was an equip, or I think it was an equip card. But the card helps him out. It was like a pony, or it was like a hippo equip card, I think it was. And it helps him out, and that ultimately leads to him taking out Captain Cutter. I so want to say Chaser. I want to say Chaser. I keep thinking that too. Chaser, what's his real name? Smokey. That's his real name in the Funimation dub, or the actual translation. So it was a censor. Yeah, so they take them out, and they win the duel, and also when they go away from the pirates, the pirates are gonna try going in circles, and they can't do anything, and Captain Cutter basically is like, we can't do anything. Oh, you're making me dizzy and stuff like that. So, yeah. So then what ends up happening is they end up talking about, Yuya's like, we gotta save Zuzu, and he also mentions, there's got to be something wrong with Celina, because there's no way she would do this. And Sora basically says, I think I know what might be doing, show any signs of it. So, usually there's the leader of Duel Academy basically has brainwashed everyone to follow them. Which makes sense to why she did that to Celina, now that Celina joined the heroes at this point. Wouldn't surprise me if she did that now to the other, or he did that now to the other people, the two others. Now, well, that was basically the end of the episode, by the way. That was how they ended the episode. But one of the things that I don't understand here is, how can't Sora teleport these guys he can teleport through dimensions and stuff like that, which they also explained too, what they were doing, for a while, and they finally kind of got the synchro dimension under order and whatever. Or like, he can go wherever he wants, with that teleporter thing that he has or whatever, because well, actually, no, I should say Alexis knows where they are, or at least knows where the 2 other Zuzus are, from the Cinco and the Aziz dimension. So if they ever meet up with Alexis, and curious to what Alexis and Sora are gonna do, because I'm pretty sure Alexis knows who Sora is, because he was one of the higher ups to the Fusion, or to Duel Academy. So she has to know him, so she might not trust him. She might not trust him at first, I'm thinking, too. But obviously, Sora has confronted Shay, though, since, he turned, officially good, because they never confronted one another. The Z's dimension, because that was the dimension that got, like, all screwed up, and went to the other dimension. When they went to the Z's dimension, and he's been shown to have used it to send other people to the other dimensions, or send himself to another dimension. So that was awesome. I've been waiting for Sora to come back in Season 3. It's been 15 episodes, people, in the making, but it was worth it, people. Worth it. Finally got him back. And hopefully the heroes can basically, figure out how to get this brainwashing thing off, or at least get Zuzu back, because she's the only one that they need now. And you don't want to get her brainwashed now. So, that's about it, guys. Let me know what you guys think about this. Comment, rate if you like this video or my other videos. Please subscribe. All my playlists. Peace.